Nickelodeon. Nickelodeon dog. Where's my phone? Just to make sure. Yeah, it is. Okay, that is cool.
What is going on, everybody? This is Jason Alexander Pleasant, your pleasant Nickelodeon fan.
Oh.
Your pleasant Nickelodeon fan, and I have got a couple of people in this live stream right now. Meet Caloric Leader 9, aka Ryan Boyd.
Hello, everybody.
And one of the best members of the Play Along gang, actually one of the new members to be exact, Kiana Scott.
Hi, everybody.
Oh man, you guys are in for a treat today. Because we have got ourselves a very, very special guest.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, guys. Today, we're going to be finding out if we might play some video games during this stream. Plus, do you think our guest will be able to remember his lines from back in the day? And along that, we'll be answering some of your questions that you've been dying to be answered. Are you ready? Get set! You're on! Now we just gotta wait until our special guest is coming. All right. Oh boy.
Who's on the right?
Who's on the right?
This is Kiana Scott.
I'm
Yeah,
Kiana.
she's one of the new members of the Play Along gang.
And it's
She's one of the
honestly
new members of the Play Along gang.
Jason's Play Along gang.
and it's honestly nice to be part of this gang. I've loved these guys for so long.
Gotta hand it to you, people. Kiana Scott is really energetic. I don't know. I don't know when I don't know when our special guest is gonna be coming here, but as soon as he does, we got a little surprise. We don't know when. Oh my goodness, I am just excited. You are.
Oh.
I am too, dude.
If you were on a classic Nickelodeon game show, what would it be? Ooh.
Oh.
That's a good one.
This is easy.
What's that?
Legends of the Hidden Temple with your guide, Kurt Fogg.
Wow!
That was a good voice of Olmec.
That was
Thank you.
really good.
That was a really good voice of Olmec.
Thank you.
I love it.
Remember the Nickelodeon on live show called SpongeBob SquarePants the Musical? I love that musical!
Of course.
Yes, actually we all do, Hayden. That was actually pretty awesome. If you probably seen it. Oh my goodness! I got it here! Okay. Now the moment is here. Behind this door is the Video Zone, a place between our world and the video dimension. Waiting to challenge you for control of the Video Zone is one of the game wizards. Is it Murloc, Scorcha, or Mondo? These two teams will compete for the right to enter the Video Zone and face that Game Wizard's challenge. Who will it be? Find out today on Nick Arcade! And now, here's our guest, a guy who always told Sonic the Hedgehog it's not just his job, it's an adventure, Phil Moore!
Oh my god!
Okay, what?
Ladies Running in together for none other than the host of Nick Arcade himself, Phil Moore!
Thank you, Jason, and welcome to Nick Arcade, the place where your video savvy and game skills get put to the ultimate test.
Phil, it is an honor for you to be on this live stream. We are so glad to have you here.
Hey, it was good to be here. How's everybody doing?
Oh,
I'm good.
I'm sorry it's a little late to the party. I'm working on a couple of different shows, and I was out at the scenic shop making sure props were being built right, and I looked at the time and went, oh crap, I gotta get home. So
anyway, so you were right on time.
oh, perfect. Hang on a second. I gotta take a sip of water. Hang on.
Anyway, I'd like to meet a couple of friends of mine. They are huge fans of mine.
Okay.
Lord Leader 9, aka Ryan Boyd.
Hey, what's your name again?
And
It's an honor to meet you, Mr. Moore.
Oh, it's my absolute pleasure to meet you too. And down there on the other end is
I'm Kiana.
hi, Tiana.
I've been a big fan of you for so long.
Well, thank you so much for being here. Jason told me he was going to have a couple people on. You know what? I'm kind of upset that I wasn't here early to do a little getting set up for you, because I mean, like, you a few years ago, like, blew my mind and honored me with this like Nick Arcade rendition on your guitar. I have been firing up my bass. I play bass guitar. I wanted to do a duet with you,
Oh,
but
Hey, man!
maybe I tell you what we got to do.
You play bass guitar.
I tell you what we gotta do. We gotta figure out another time, get together, pre-record it. That way I can practice, so I don't mess up.
Oh my god!
But then we can do it together. You can hit the ding, and I can hit the boom 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 boom. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Da. We'll make it happen.
Can you guys believe this? This is the legend. This is the man, the myth, the legend.
Excuse me.
No more.
Legend is my friend Kirk Fogg. I'm the other guy.
That's funny you said that. That's funny you said that because one of Jason's fans asked me a question like, "Who's your favorite Nickelodeon game show host?" And I said Kurt Fogg, and I actually did like a little Kurt Fogg impression.
That'd be great. He'd love to hear that.
Actually, dude, I think that was Old Mac. Old Mac.
Oh, Mac, yeah.
Oh, Olmec. Okay, Olmec. Yeah, it's funny too because I was working on a show a couple of years ago. I was producing a show.
If Nick Arcade still goes on today, what would you do if you were on that program? Ooh, that's actually a good one.
I would probably be the co-host. I would probably be the co-host.
I'd be glad to be on the show.
Phil here would be reprising his role.
Well, you know, the thing is crazy about whenever I get together, because I am still friends with so many 90s Nickelodeon alumni. We are really friends to this day, and essentially because I had friends when I was working there, and we all grew older and are still buds. But then I got to become friends with some of the kids that were on there that are now grown-ups. Because I was like a 20-something-year-old man. You're not going to be hanging out with a 12-year-old. But then when that 12-year-old is like 35 and you're 50, we can all play now. There's nothing weird. There's nothing weird about going out and have a drink with a 35-year-old. But you can't do that when you're 20, 28, and they're 12. That's a problem.
Yeah.
So it's kind of neat that now.
Okay,
So it's kind of
Isaiah has got a question for you.
What's up, Isaiah?
What's your favorite quote from Nick Arcade?
Love that show. Loved it.
What's my favorite quote?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so here's the thing. I can't really quote anything exactly because my favorite thing to do on the show was I seriously 100% would ad-lib all of the songs.
Ad-lib all of the songs.
I would never make them up. I would never pre-write them. So when you go, what's my favorite? Well, anytime I did one of these, even if they were walking over to play a game, he's walking and he dropped his writing thing, whatever it was, then he's coming to visit me. I got my little writing thing, it's like no matter what I did, I made them all up,
That's awesome.
And so
I have been loving every second of it.
It was all ad lib. So my favorite thing, my favorite quote would be any of the made up songs, because 100%, they were all ad lib. But that was my favorite thing to do. And I found out that was one of the favorite things from like the producers in the control room, because they never knew what I was going to say. They would be like they would be in the control room like high fiving when a kid would get video challenged, because they'd be going, "Phil's gonna do a song, Phil's gonna do a song," So they were all excited because they didn't know what I was gonna say next, and neither did I.
What did you think of the Nickelodeon Studios? Ooh, that's a good question.
Okay,
it was okay. I gotta put on my serious face. Hold on, ready? Serious face, ready? Transition. Nickelodeon Studios was the best place on planet Earth to work. It was a giant playground in which you got to go to a place with your friends, and you got to go to a place with your friends' kids, and all of you kind of shared an equal playing field to just make people happy while doing something that made you happy too. And I don't want to sound all mushy, but seriously, there's no place. I've been really fortunate and I've had some terrific jobs since, but there is no place on earth. Everybody talks about, the Disneyland being, no place on earth, but I'm telling you, there was no place on earth like Nick Studios, Orlando, Florida. Wait, Nickelodeon Studios, Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida. We all had to learn it.
Yeah. God.
There is no better place in the world to be or to work. And even when you didn't work there, like living in Orlando, it being a tourist destination where you got friends to come in to visit you and family would come and visit you. I mean, it was like, what do you want to do? Well, can you give me a tour of the studio? Yeah, I can give you a tour of the studio. And they loved it. And it was always fun. And if a show was taping, which it was almost all the time, then it was that whole, listen, when they get done with the commercial, I'll take you over to meet Mike O'Malley. Or listen, as soon as they have a break, let's go say hi to Mark Summers. Or you know what, as soon as we get, that kind of, and then of course with Figure It Out, you might not know this, but on Figure It Out, not only was I on there a bunch, I think 25 episodes, but the little cute little chocolate boy, David, at the Charade Brigade, that's my son.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that is an Easter egg. I did not know that.
Wow.
I did not know that.
David Moore. Also, here's some more. Ready? If you remember the episode of All That, when Milkman shrunk Super Dude down to a little boy.
Oh,
Yes.
That's my son too.
Oh my God.
All right, one more. I got one more for you.
Okay.
The episode of Kenan and Kel. The episode is a two-parter called The Big Goodbye. When Kenan was moving out of town, and they found this robot called Robo-Mephisto, and they did a flashback. The little boy who played Kenan, same kid that played Little Super Dude, same dude who was the Charade Brigade, my son David. So
wow, that's crazy.
That is Nickelodeon history, following in the father's footsteps.
I think he had a lot of fun doing. And you know what's really cool is like it was, and the funny thing is, here's the crazy thing. Going to work with your family is fun. Going to work with your son is fun. It was interesting with Figure It Out because he would have to be there every day, and I would only go and figure it out every now and then. So it was like, oh my gosh, I'm going on my kid's show. And now to this day, we're both grown-ups, and he works as a film director, and we work together every now and then. Matter of fact, there's a Nickelodeon show. There's a show on Nickelodeon right now called Ryan's Mystery Playdate.
Oh my God, yes.
Yes, I've heard of it. Yes.
I'm the senior challenge producer, and he's one of the associate producers.
No way.
No way, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's time for a little Nick Arcade memorabilia.
All right, cool.
Let's do this.
All right.
Okay, you guys know how Nick Arcade works, but if you don't, Mr. Phil Moore and I are gonna refill it. Okay.
You're going to take Mikey, our video adventure. You're going to move all around the screen in every direction except diagonally. And as you do this, you're going to run into our 4 Ps. Points, puzzles, pop quizzes, and prizes. As you do this, you're going to run into an enemy. And if you do, control goes over to the other team. Now, all questions in round 1 are worth 25 points. And the team with the highest score at the end of the round goes to Team Longo, our video adventure. So, hey, Andrea, where's Mikey headed today?
That is crazy that you can still do that. That is crazy.
Like I said, I grew up to Nick Arcade, and just seeing it again is just like childhood coming back. Childhood coming back.
All right, kick us off. Kick us off. Let's do it. What do you want to do?
Okay, hold on. I'm sorry, this is just too fun.
I know.
So, Ryan, you got control of Mikey. Where do you want to move him?
Ooh, let me think. How about, okay, Jason, how about we move Mikey up?
All right, Mikey's going up. Dun, 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 dun.
Video challenge!
Yeah.
We're gonna play a game right now. I don't really know
What
how.
happened?
We are streaming on this thing, and you get to hear me
What
sing.
happened?
This is too fun. This is too fun. Okay, let's
Hang on.
see what we got. Oh, wait. Speaking of
Sorry,
Nick Arcade, speaking of Nick Arcade, Phil, you know that the kids play various video games during the video challenge segment, right? But I want to know,
I have no idea.
what is your favorite video game?
Ooh, yeah.
From the show?
From either the show or in general or both of them.
From the show, honestly, Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2. We got Sonic the Hedgehog 2 as a prototype. Okay, here's another cool thing. One of the extra cool things about working on that show, not just hosting, but even some of the producers, is all of the video game companies wanted to see their games on the show. So randomly, I'd be sitting at home, ding dong, doorbell, open it up, it's FedEx with like a bunch of video games going, these are from manufacturers, courtesy of Nickelodeon. They'd like you guys to try them out. So we would just get
Oh.
like video game systems, video games. We would get prototypes to games that weren't out in the store yet. Ready for this? Had Nick Arcade had a season 3, we would have had Star Fox 2 on the show. Now I know it just came out a couple of years ago. It was finally released a couple of years ago, but Karim Metef, one of the co-EPs that created the show, actually had the prototype. It was all in Japanese of Star Fox 2, and we were going to premiere it and debut it had we gotten a season 3.
Oh.
Wow, that's insane.
Wow.
That kind of stuff happened all the time. So on the show,
I was wondering how many seasons you guys had. I didn't know you had just 2 seasons.
Only
but
2.
You were gonna get a 3rd season.
we were hoping to get a 3rd season and we didn't get one.
Oh, that's bummer.
Yeah, but we were gonna. So Sonic the Hedgehog 2 was my favorite game that we had on the show. And then of course there's a lot of crazy games now. Like I love all of the Batman Arkhams.
Thank you.
Oh yes.
But then I also like certain games on certain systems. Like even to this day, I like the OG original Super Mario Kart. With the little box on the thing. Yeah, I love the original Super Mario Kart. Okay, also Star Wars Rogue Squadron for the NES. Super NES. Yeah, I like that game. And then also for PlayStation, the PlayStation 2 version of Need for Speed Black Edition.
Ooh. My dad had that game, and he loved that game a lot. Like he never stopped playing it.
And the weird thing is, like, there are other Need for Speeds, and some are really good, but something about the game that just played perfectly. Like I wish they would make like a PlayStation 5 or like the new Xbox version of just that game, just with better graphics. Don't add anything. Don't give me nothing new. Make it look good.
Actually,
Make it look good. Just make it look good.
Okay, Okay, I know we're having a lot of fun, everybody, but we are skipping.
By the way,
a lot of questions from the
This is
fans.
my COVID
Yeah.
hair. I
We
haven't
are
got my
skipping
haircut. Haven't got my haircut since March, and then I started to go because barbershops open out here in California. But I stopped and I went.
Do
I
you
kind of
miss
like it.
Chadwick Boseman? Yes, Wakanda Forever. I have to go with that one.
It was so weird. I don't know why. I've never had the pleasure of meeting the gentleman, but when I heard about the passing of Chadwick Boseman, I felt like I lost a family member.
Oh,
Yeah, it was.
How so?
Yeah, same here. It was so weird when
was.
Definitely.
when I heard about his death. Like,
Definitely heartbreaking.
And people do a lot of different things, but I like the fact that he really, you can do stuff for money. And of course, he's trying to make a paycheck. He's got a family. This is the career he wanted to do. But it seemed like he had a mission with the roles that he chose to do. And it's hard to do for anybody, in this town and in this business. And so for him to have been afforded those opportunities and then did such a brilliant job at it, and it just seemed like I want to see more from him, and we're not going to be able to.
well, and the thing is, like, when I first saw Chadwick Boseman on Black Panther, I felt like he was he inspired me, like, with my autism and all that, and like he was just that superhero that made me feel like I could achieve what I wanted to, even though people always have put me down, like, because I have autism. And when I heard he passed, I couldn't go to sleep that night knowing that he was gone.
It was really like a family member passed. I remember the first time I saw him in anything was when he was in the movie Get On Up. And little history about that time was Get On Up was set to premiere the same weekend of Guardians of the Galaxy, the first one. And I remember being so hyped for this new Marvel movie because I'm a big nerd. I'm wearing my Back to the Future shirt, but actually this one's like back too far.
nice.
The dinosaurs. Great Scott, Murray, we went too far. But I remember when I saw Get On Up, and I just kind of looked and I'm like, man, I wish this movie would come out on a different day because it's going to get lost because Guardians of the Galaxy is going to blow it out of the water. But I felt like, man, somebody needs to see this new guy. I didn't know who he was. I'm like, this guy is awesome. People need to see this guy perform. And that was my first time seeing him. Like going, wow, I wish Get On Up opened on a different day so that more people would have seen the movie in the theater.
Yeah.
Chadwick
Boseman is such an amazing actor. And it was so shocking, when we heard about his passing because it was so sudden. And then we learned the fact like he had this disease even during Black Panther. It was crazy.
Well, and I also found out that when he was visiting other kids he was visiting other people who had cancer while he had it.
Yeah. So
and I heard that he made an Instagram live and people made fun of his appearance. Little did they know he was going through chemotherapy. So
right. Which is why again, with respect to just being mean on social media, you need to check it because you don't know what is actually going down with a person. You don't know what inspires them or why they are like they are, and so it might not be all fun.
Jason and Ryan did a talk show about New All That last year. It was jazzy and all that. You guys did that?
Yeah, we
did.
We actually did that on Google Hangouts on air long before it was shut down. But thanks to one of my fellow YouTubers named Skeleton Hunt, aka Hunter Brown, who has introduced me to this site called StreamYard, we now can invite up to six people.
Oh, cool.
Per stream.
Cool. Well, while I was working on Ryan's, before the apocalypse happened, when I was working, the studio where they shoot the new All That show is right down the street from where we were shooting Ryan's Mystery Playdate. And so I called Kel and said, listen, everybody that's on my staff is between the ages of 26 and 35, and they all remember 90s Nickelodeon. Can we arrange for me to bring about maybe 15 of my staff people that work on this new Nickelodeon show to see a taping of the new All That. And so I surprised them all. We went to the studio. Kel came out dressed as Ed. We got to meet the cast, and then a few months later, Kel made an appearance on Ryan's Mystery Playdate as Ed, and that episode is not aired yet. So spoiler alert. There's an upcoming episode of Ryan's Mystery Playdate in which Kel Mitchell is our special guest, and he is playing Ed on the show.
Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Do you remember when they buried a Nickelodeon time capsule? I remember they did that. I remember that.
Well, I remember it sort of like kind of retroactively. I wasn't there yet.
Oh, you weren't there at the time?
I wasn't there yet. And I think the burying of the capsule was done with Mike O'Malley and Mark Summers. They kind of hosted it. Kirk Fogg, Summer Sanders, and myself. We weren't there yet. We weren't a part of the Nickelodeon family yet. I hadn't gotten a job yet.
Okay, we got a question from Isaiah Smith for me and Ryan. Do you two remember Brain Surge? Absolutely.
Heck yes.
We totally remember Brain Surge.
All right, I'm going to blow your mind here. Are you ready for your mind to be blown?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay.
All right, get ready. I've mentioned already a couple of times. This isn't a commercial for Ryan's Mystery Playdate. It just so happens to be the last Nickelodeon show that I just did earlier this year. Okay. The executive producer of that show is Jeff Supton, aka the host of Brain Surge.
No!
Whoa.
It is a family. It sounds corny. Look, I'm that guy who watches like people accept awards or like when you see reunions of cast and stuff and they go, "Oh, we're like a family." I'm like, "Yeah, you're like a family. Yeah." No, it's real. We're like a family, and it's so funny how these connections are still there. We all still, from my son to Jeff being the executive producer, to me working as a producer. The coach that comes in and helps our cast out is Jay Boogie, who used to do the Team Nick interstitials that were on Nickelodeon.
Oh my God.
And it's like we're all, Kel was a guest on the show. It's like, it is like a little mini fraternity. It's like getting together for like a high school or college reunion every few months.
That is crazy how so many people from Nickelodeon that we saw back in the day, they're still around now. Even you, we didn't know you were actually on Ryan's Mystery Playdate. That's so insane.
Well, the new president of Nickelodeon is the guy that created All That and Kenan and Kel.
Yeah.
Right, no way! And I remember, like, Nickelodeon.
He's the new president, Brian. Brian is the new...
Brian, yeah.
Yeah, he's the new president of Nickelodeon, and he was the guy that laid the foundation of some of the best shows on Nickelodeon in the 90s. And now he's the president of Nickelodeon. So,
and again,
that's crazy.
Phil, can we go for one more Nickelodeon piece of memorabilia?
Sure, one more. And the guy that created Nickelodeon Guts is the owner of the production company that does Ryan, Albie Heck.
Okay.
We're like all there.
All right.
We're all there.
All right. All right, Kiana, you got control of Mikey now. Where do you want to move it?
I honestly, again, it's been a long time. I haven't done this in such a long time.
Here's the thing: you either go up, down, right, or left.
Thank you for the pressure. I think I'll go left.
All right, like Mikey's going left.
Okay, that's cool. I'm already having fun.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Okay, Phil, do you want to share the details on how the game works?
Oh, I know how to get. What was that? We're gonna show you some video. You got to figure out what was that. Is that it? I don't remember. Was that it? Is that the rules?
It's been a long time, man. But
it's been a long time. Okay, tell you what. I will pass the baton off to you. You grab the baton. Give them the rules.
All right. I'm gonna try my best to remember. We're gonna show you a close-up picture of a video game character, and you have to figure out what was that.
Okay.
The first player to buzz in and get the correct answer will get 50 points and the control of Mikey. You ready?
Ready! Woo!
Okay, let's get rocking.
By the way, this is also when Nick Arcade would do what I would call the smooth jazz version of the theme song. It'd be the exact same like melody, be like
Yeah.
Gee, I wonder if it was Mario.
Yeah.
That was an epic fail. That was an epic fail. I'm so sorry, guys. That was an
Wait.
epic fail.
Hey,
Epic fail.
Okay, I'll tell you what, Kayla, do me a favor. Do me a favor. Let's make Jason happy. Say Luigi. Make him happy.
yeah, there you go.
Luigi.
Ready?
There you go.
Wait. How about we do Reddit crawl?
Credit Crawl. I remember that one. Credit Crawl. Credit Crawl is a game where we show the credits real fast, and you got to figure out just by reading the credits what the actual show is. Ready? Let's
Ready.
crawl. Wait, I'm sorry. Let's crawl the credits.
Crawl.
Crawl the crawl.
Credit crawl. I'm sorry. Oh, childhood.
It just seems like some crazy dance we're doing.
Best-selling boy band in America.
All right, let's go. And I know my boy band, so.
Best known, I Want It That Way.
I want to know. Oh, I'm trying to remember what.
You are
Okay.
my
I wanted to wait.
Been around for
Backstreet Boys.
decades.
desire.
Why do I think
Leave
that it's just
Backstreet Boys.
Yeah,
I-
Is it the
said.
right?
Is it the Backstreet Boys?
Let's
Yeah,
see it.
Backstreet Boys. That's what I said.
Boys? Yes, it is the Backstreet Boys.
I have that.
It is the
I
Backstreet
know that
Boys.
song anywhere.
What?
I
I got
heard it, like-
50 points and you get control of like where do you want to move them?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you got it right.
Sorry. My bad. I say let's go up again. Let's go up again. Let's see where it goes.
And
Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
it looks like we got the goal. And it looks
Bum,
like
bum, bum.
the goal.
Oh, okay.
Oh man.
Oh, this is childhood again. Oh,
Guys, we are having a blast right now, but we already got past the 32-minute mark, and I think that Phil has somewhat of an point.
Well, I got you, Fred. I told you like between 30 and 45. I've got a meeting that I've got to do on Zoom with a show that I'm doing for Twitch and Amazon Prime. Check it out. It's called Chasing the Crown, by the way. We're doing video game challenges, but we're also doing IRL challenges, and I'm the producer of the IRL challenges, along with my buddy Keith Damar, who's developing a bunch of the video game challenges. It's called Chasing the Crown. It's season 2 is about to start. We're in pre-production, so check it out on Twitch. Starting the day before Halloween, October the 30th, season 2 premiere.
good.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Check that out.
All
So
right.
I'm still doing video games, man. I'm still streaming is the place, and I'm still creating games and in the video game world. Still doing that thing. It's in my blood. No matter what else I'll do, it's still in my blood.
After all these years.
For all of these years.
Well, Phil, where can the fans find you? Where can the fans find you?
Every place is kind of easy for me. Twitter and Instagram, it's Philmore for you. And that's the same thing for my Instagram. That's it. And then on Facebook, it's my name. It's like Phil and then more. And you can tell it's me
In all caps.
in all caps. Right.
In all
You can tell it's me because my avatar is actually the avatar that Seth Green and the folks over at Stupid Monkey made of me when they had me on an episode of Robot Chicken.
Oh my god.
I remember Robot Chicken.
It was
Good show.
it was surreal because like after I went in, they I've been on like 2 or 3. I think we did 3 episodes. 2 of them I'm playing myself because they're doing a spoof on Nick Arcade. But then the other time I was just doing a couple of voices for some other characters, so you wouldn't really know it's me unless you listen really closely. But when we got done, the entire tremendously talented group of people over there at Stupid Monkey were kind enough. Seth was kind enough to personally give me a tour to show me where they make all of the little dolls and stuff. So it was kind of surreal seeing a little teeny puppet thing of me being made.
Okay.
It had the high top fade I used to have. It had on a stupid crazy sweater. And so the avatar on my Facebook fan page has that on there. So when you see that little avatar of me as a doll from Robot Chicken. That's it. But everything else is simple. Fillmore for you. My name, the number 4, and the letter U. And yes, I got that from Prince. I will die for you. Remember that song?
Okay.
Wow.
Okay. I got a couple of questions. Well, one of them is for Phil. One of them is for Phil, actually. If the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards went back on live TV, would you be able to attend?
Oh yeah, of course. Here's the funny thing is.
You heard it here first, people. You heard it here first.
Well, here's the thing.
An actual Nickelodeon legend might be going to the KPA.
Well, here's the thing. I've been at all of them except last year's.
Ooh, wow.
But not on camera. But yes, I've been at every Kids' Choice Award that shot out here in LA except last year. I have nieces and nephews. I have friends with kids. They love Nickelodeon. Uncle Phil,
Wow.
can you get us a Kids' Choice Award? I'm like, all right, hang on, little Sheila. Let me do it. Yes, Fillmore, can you get me and the 3 kids? And we only need my cousin's kids. My cousin's kids want to go.
That is
Can you
totally
get us tickets? So
that is totally understandable. All right. One question. I think it's for all of us. Do you guys remember the show Gullah Gullah Island?
Yes.
Heck yes.
So,
come and let's play together in the bright sunny weather. Let's all go to the Gullah Island. Gullah Gullah, bring your lots to see and to do there. All we need there is you. Then let's all go to Gullah Gullah Island.
Gullah Gullah.
Yeah.
Your foot in your hand. That means
Miss come and let's all go to Gullah Gullah Island. Gullah Gullah Island. Gullah Gullah Island.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, anyway, guys, I have had a blast here on the 4th episode of Nick. Thank you so much, Phil Moore.
My absolute pleasure.
It's a pleasure to
Thank
meet
you,
all
Mr.
of
Moore.
It's great meeting all of you.
And also a big thank you to my best buddies, Ryan Boyd and Kiana Scott.
Yeah!
Thank you.
That's all
Thank
the
you.
time we have here on Nick Big. Join us next time when we have another guest, or maybe just a little song with other people. And like I said, another great thanks to Phil Moore for attending this stream. We had such a good time. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.